These things can often be logistically challenging, especially if you're dealing with a presenter half a country away that is slightly tech challenged. Number 2, the buffering issue. Now, personal experience and larger analytic studies reveal that audiences hate buffering. Frame drops, other glitching in video, low latency video technologies currently make the risk of such occurrences happening much, much greater. And the risk is only increased with a larger audience. To avoid issues like this, when presenting to larger audiences, we suggest that you utilize a professional encoding solution for such live situations. Now, thinking about what you want to communicate and how that will be communicated needs to be a holistic process, whether you are planning in person or online. What is the content? How is it presented via video? i.e., what is the production quality? And what platform you are using to present it are all relevant questions to answer. Sardius, we have a high-quality interactive platform. However, if the production quality and the content of the video is not very good, then the overall experience will not be a compelling one. So that's pretty much all there is for this section, but let's go through our checklist. In this session, we're going to be talking about a subject that may seem very administrative, and that's registration. In actual fact, the conversation you have around this very issue actually determines a whole lot about your event and your attendees' experience. So let's jump in. Determining whether your event should have a registration wall is one of the first practical considerations in building your event, as this will be the first thing that is built. It may be true that you can attract a bigger audience on social platforms such as Facebook or YouTube in a short period of time for relatively little cost, but the challenge with this approach is that it's Facebook and YouTube that are the ones who reap the benefits of knowing and serving your audience rather than you. The future of all media delivery is undoubtedly increased customization for the viewer. And the real question you need to be asking right now is whether you want social media platforms to be the one getting to know and serve your audience, or whether you want to be the ones doing that. Registration walls, whether they are paid or free, undoubtedly place a barrier of entry in front of any audience, and a barrier that undoubtedly reduces the amount of attendees. But on the flip side, it also significantly increases the attendees' commitment to your event and to your cause. It communicates a level of exclusivity which is often desirable, and it can significantly cover the costs of your event. Social media strategy should certainly be a component of your overall marketing strategy. However, limiting your content delivery to a single platform decreases your ability to know and to serve your audience effectively. One of the key strategies that we advise at Sardius is to host your event to your own URL and thereby increase awareness of your website and your online community. Sardius will typically host your event at a subdomain of your URL. For example, we often put like a subdomain watch.yourhomepage.com. This integrates with your online home and cements this location as a place for you to serve and interact with your audience effectively. We often advise you to use your social media channels not only to engage your audience with your message and market the event, but also to add value through broadcasting introductory or maybe free public-facing plenary or breakout sessions, which ultimately then point back to your event URL address. And maybe we say clip out certain highlights throughout the event and throw it onto your social media channels. If you don't have an extensive social media presence, it might be advisable to utilize some channels of friends, maybe sponsors or other friends that do have a significant online social media presence. And in that way, you can syndicate valuable content, which can ultimately grow your audience. Now, once you've determined that you wish to create a registered event, another key component to this decision is whether the event will include a paywall or not, and also what type of information you need to collect during this registration process. So we'll go through a few of those type of events. Let's look firstly at the free event registration. Now, that might be as simple as collecting the email addresses and names of your attendees. And some clients even provide the main sessions of the broadcast completely for free with no registration at all, but then offer many of the features of interactivity, the breakouts, maybe the post-event video on demand as perks, which come if you do that free registration. Such a free registration may be worth it to you in order for you to build your CRM database. Keep in mind that it's often advisable to actually connect the registration information collected here to your day-to-day